about my love. Wasn't it enough? Just let me know.
I didn't want to do this, but literally I was looking at some of the defensive rookies, and the one that just keeps screaming out to me is a defensive tackle from the Philadelphia Eagles, Mr. Jalen Carter. Yes. Jalen Carter, with that defensive line and the opportunities he's going to have to be a monster, not just in the run defense, but in the passing game, getting those sacks. Jalen Carter, he was one of the best defensive players in college ball last year. I expect that to transition to go so well in Philadelphia because that defensive line, they led the NFL last season in sacks. I think that trend keeps going. Jalen Carter, he's going to be a demon. He's going to cause havoc on that interior of the defensive line.
I'm going to cause a ruckus.
Indeed. I could see that out of all the rookies that went out to me, Jalen Carter just screamed out, yeah, you know what? I could see him. I have not watched Christian Gonzalez. I'm not talking. I thought about that.
Just don't. Just save yourself time.
Stop it.
He's hurt. I've heard. I thought
about
Brian Branch too for the Detroit Lions.
Demon over there.
I thought about that, but Jalen Carter, the defensive tackles, the interior, if he does well like I expect him to, defensive rookie of the year. None of the corners really impressed me. None of the corners, the safeties, Brian Branch impressed me, but the corners, I'm like,
you're not impressed on. You're not high on Witherspoon.
Witherspoon. Oh yeah, well yeah.
What
correct.
Witherspoon do?
We just going to disrespect Riley Moss like this? Hold on.
Come on, bro. You disrespecting people over there.
My bad. Also, Will Anderson might be able to make some noise, but I'm going Jalen Carter on this one.
Yeah, Riley Moss had an ab surgery a couple of weeks ago, so he's at least out until week 1 or week 2 of the season. Yeah, but apparently him and Patrick Surtain have been cooking in practice. I hear nothing but good things. I hear nothing but good things about Riley Moss, bro. Every time I search my boy up, and he's wearing 37 too. Such a cool number.
That's out.
I really wanted to pick somebody else. That way it wasn't like, he's biased. But
it couldn't do it.
That man was one of the best players in college football, defensive player in college football. That dude should have been the first guy non-quarterback taken out of the draft, and he just wasn't. You can argue Will Anderson, but I mean, Jalen Carter was just, even when people were talking about like Jordan Davis last year, people were still failing to mention Jalen Carter. He was the kind of unsung hero of that defensive lineman. Yeah. And now, you've got both Davis and Carter together.
And Nolan Smith. And N'Kobe Dean, Kelly Ringo. Basically, Georgia's defense.
Well, Georgia Eagles.
Either Ringo can. I don't care.
The Georgia Eagles.
Man. But yeah, no, I mean, it's that defensive line rotation is going to be good, even if I don't know if it'll be exactly 70 plus sacks again last year, but I mean, you still got, another unsung hero in Josh Sweat coming off the edge, helping him. I mean, you've already seen this dude get double and triple teamed as a rookie. I know. Listen, the same way that you hate talking about, or the same way you hated hyping up Dameon Pierce, it's the same way with me with Josh Sweat. Dude's a beast, and I just know in the back of my mind he's a Seminole, and I just gotta live with that.
I had to live with it too. But hey, Dameon Pierce a beast. So.
I know he is. Who do you think my offensive player of the year? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my lord! He wasn't that ballsy.
You saw the list. He's not on there. Let's say just everybody calm down. Yeah, no, it's hard to not go with Jalen Carter, at least in my opinion. There are other guys, again, Will Anderson. You can argue Brian Branch. I'm not gonna lie. I so badly wanted to put Keon White.
Oh man,
I was like, I can't.
I did too. The only thing with these guys, especially Jalen Carter's, I don't think he's going to be playing as much as what people expect him to because there's so much depth. I mean, he's literally going for
trade piece in the Taylor trade is Fletcher Cox, in which case, there you go.
Well, and then you also have Milton Williams, and it's deep there. So I don't know.
Is,
and then you have a new defensive coordinator, and it's like I just don't know how Jalen Carter's going to fit in all of that. Will Anderson. It depends on how the whole team does too, because I'm not sure if Texans are ready for prime time. Keon White, I think, is going to be a rotational piece to Devon Witherspoon and Christian Gonzalez and all those guys. I think it's going to take them a minute for them to get started.